Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this daily HODL show. You know what? I'm going to stand. Actually, hang on a second. Let me just change this positioning. There you go. How do you like that? Alrighty. Hope you guys can hear me. Damn. Okay. I guess the camera needs to be a little bit higher. I don't know. Maybe I move the camera up or nah. Okay. I'll just step back. Actually, there you go. So, oh gosh. Well, guys, you know what? I'm doing this show because just for a Q&A, short show because this is gonna be the last show until November 17th. Now there could be a show, surprise show between now and then. But we're gonna do just for testing and stuff like that, testing purposes of the new location. But yeah, we will be moving to a new location, and I wasn't gonna do a show because I don't know how well this thing's working. This is actually providing the internet right now because we cut the internet a little bit prematurely, and so anyways. But I got it working. We're here. You guys are watching. Hopefully the quality of the image is crisp and clear, right? DCA till I die. That's right. That's right. That's what you need. Some DCA, right? Just be a part of a class of people that buy Bitcoin and don't worry about it, right? Because here's the thing, right? You have a money stock that's not going to rob you, that's not going to steal from you, right? That's not going to cheat you. You're going to actually do well with this particular monetary unit. So it makes sense to store it, right? Yeah, well, I mean, TSATs is Bitcoin, so same thing. So yeah, just so you know, right? TSATs, again, Bitcoin is not a meme coin, right? It's the same, right? So yeah, you wait 5 to 10 years and you're going to see wealth increase dramatically. Yes. Yes, well, TSATs to the moon, but again, Bitcoin to the moon, right? So, I mean, the same. So, yeah. Alrighty. Awesome. Great quality. Thanks. I'm glad to see that. That's good to know. Alrighty. Yeah. Okay, so you guys if you have any questions, I will be answering them as you give them. So, as you know, I have the school, right? Bitcoin for beginners, guys. And if you're interested in being part of the school, right? The school, again, it's just so that you guys can have a community and a place where you're actually working towards building your Bitcoin stack, talking with other people that are building their stack together and providing value for each other. And so I'm going to jig the price and move things around so that everybody can be inside the classes and be a part of a community of other people helping each other out instead of every man for themselves. And this would be a good place where we'll have discussions about what's going on in the crypto space and all that kind of good stuff. So, and how we can navigate this situation, and really a place so that whenever there's an issue, whenever Bitcoin does its dumpy thing, you got somebody to hold your back and stuff like that. So, and other people to cheer you on for holding and not selling, and whenever there's your life basically gives you a lemon that you don't deserve, you could actually be a part of a community that actually shares with each other, as there is a community section in this application here. So And we're going to actually do an application, a phone app, so you'll be able to put it on a phone and be able to get notifications and stuff like that. So that's coming to the school very soon. So yeah, looking forward to that addition as well. So, alrighty, what are the questions for today? Right, let's see here. As you know, I moved out of Mau. I've gotten out of Mau altogether, so it's gone. It's another meme coin, right? So, yes, sir. We see green all day long today. Well, looks like. Here's the thing. I'm thinking not all day long, but I'm thinking there's a good chance that we saw a bottom here. Good chance. I was talking about that earlier on in the show, in the other show, the TA show. So go see that, and I'll show you and I'll explain why I saw a bottom here in Bitcoin. So yeah, that's going to come out later on today. So make sure you don't miss that. Okay. Anything else? Let's see here. IDCA 77 Australian dollars per day in Bitcoin. I have 100K in crypto. Do I sell in the near future to buy real estate or keep going in my DCA? So here's the thing. That's a good question. That's a good question. Right? Is real estate overpriced? Ask the question. That is the next question. Is it overpriced? And to find out the answer, right, you have to go and go to ChatGPT, right, and find out what the average price in your area is, right? What the average price is. And then, what is the average income? Now, if the average income, right, is higher, and then you amortize, let's just say you take the price of that house, you amortize it out over 25 years, right? With interest, right? With fair interest. If that value is more than the price of somebody's income, it's more than 40% of their income, right? It's overpriced. Simple as that. Simple as that. So, it's a really simple process, right? Right now, a house in my area, let me give you an example. The house in my area, right, where I live on the Palm, right, average price is $20 million. The average income here is $1 million a year. Amortized over 25 years, oh, wait a second, it's the same number. $1 million a year. So, effectively, that's considered overpriced. Okay? And I also point out to the real estate agents that, do you think you cannot live off $1 million a year? Then why would I buy something like that and just keep the $1 million a year in my pocket and not buy? Don't make more sense? And they all agree. There it is, right? So, oh my God. So they're saying it's going to 2.3 million in 2035. Dude, who's going to buy that? Because in order for it to be 2.3 million, right? Somebody has to buy it at 2.3 million. This is what numbers people just don't seem to freaking grasp, right? The only reason why Bitcoin is at 100K right now is somebody's willing to buy it at 100K. That's it. Now, who do you know can afford a house at $2.3 million in 2035? Assuming that they have raises of 2% a year, right? It can happen, right? Makes sense, right? You see, are you connecting the dots here? You're like, oh, yeah. Yeah. It's the only way you're going to get that 2.3 million. somebody's got to buy it from you for that much. Simple. What's my thoughts on Satoshi coin? Well, let me just bring that up. Okay, Satoshi is the coin that I've made, right? Where you can get, not right now, 910 of them for $1, right? And it's just tethered to Bitcoin, right? It's just a stable coin with Bitcoin. And you can see right now, right? The price is pretty much the same, right? They're equal, right? And you're like, okay, well, they should always be equal, really, because it's the same thing. But sometimes it goes off, right? Because if somebody were to, let's just get the CA, oops, I think it's right here. If we were to go to one of the pools, right, that it's located at, if somebody were to buy up a lot of this, like a large amount, they would move the price if they bought it, right? They'd move the price and it'd be off by a small amount, right? So that's how, right? That's why it would be, it could be off if somebody bought it. Obviously somebody who bought a large amount, they're not doing it right, but whatever, right? They can buy a large amount of Bitcoin. Why would they buy a large amount of TSATs, right? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. You're supposed to buy a little bit of TSATs at a time, not a large amount, right? Because this was it's for the person who has a couple dollars, right? A few dollars, doesn't want to have like huge transaction fees, right? And they don't want to store it on exchange, because then that's the only way they can store a few dollar purchase is on exchange. And now they have an option to do that on a decentralized platform. There it is, right? So that's this is what Satoshi coin is all about, right? And yeah, interesting choice. You might have said, why did you choose this? No one has asked me this question. I'm going to ask myself this question. Why did you choose this icon, this token, right? I mean, you created this, right? And yeah, that's right. I did create this Satoshi coin. If we were to go Satoshi coin, and we were to go to images here, you can see there is like a Satoshi symbol. Some people, this is the next most famous Satoshi symbol. And when you look at that, right? It feels like you're looking at Chinese, right? You're looking at or Japanese, right? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I mean, Satoshi Nakamoto is a Japanese name, right? But, most of us are English speakers, right? And I'm an English speaker. So going with just a straight symbol just didn't feel right to me. Didn't look right. And since nobody has there is no, what's it called? Bitcoin company to actually decide what is the best token symbol. Anyone can do that. So I did. And this is what the symbol I came up with. Now I drew this myself. I'm getting professional to fix it and stuff like that, because it's a little bit off and a little bit, you can't really blow it up and stuff like that. But I am getting it redone, right? Because I was doing this all by myself. I was writing all this code, drawing all this, came up with all this whole process all by myself. And so, yes. And why did I do that, right? Why did I build this? Because I wanted people to get into Bitcoin. I wanted people to stop saying that it's too expensive. I wanted people to get some Bitcoin in their portfolio. Even the person who has some just only money to buy a meme coin. And there you go. Meme coin cycle, late 2026 is possible? Yeah, possible. Probably not probable, but possible. I mean, yeah, anything is possible. Okay, let's see if there's any other questions. Yeah, buy Satoshis, man. That's slowly buy in DCA. Yeah, just keep buying, right? That's it. Keep stacking. In fact, if you want to improve your stacks, right? If you go to find Plan C's quantized model, let's see, Plan C quantized model. Quantization model. Let's see here. Can I find it? Nope. Of course not. Google's getting worse and worse as it is. What if I were to put Plan C in quotes? Jesus Christ. Nope. How about Bitcoin? And no. Anyway, well, it's a yeah. His quantization model is pretty screwed if you can't search for it. Yeah, model quantization, right? I mean, it should be. I mean, come on. That's pretty bad. You can't find his quantization model. He's got to come up with a better solution than that. Anyways, his model, right? If you were to follow it, right? I think I have it in the school anyway. So the location of the model, it's gonna be one of the classes. So yeah, that's gonna be coming out soon. So in that model, you can actually know when to reduce your DCA and when to increase your DCA. Right? So that would be the best way. Just come up with a plan and just hold on. Never sold in 5 years. You diamond hand man. Beautiful. Is the bull run over? Could be. May not be. Could be going sideways, right? Doesn't matter. Eventually, a massive run's coming. The U.S. government can't pretend to run deficits forever. And you're like, okay, well, I'm in Australia, so it don't matter to me. Dude, man, your dollar is backed up by US dollars. Oh, well, I'm in China, it doesn't matter. Your yuan is backed up by US dollars. Well, your dollar is backed up by US dollars. Well, again, your dollar is backed up by US dollars. That means when the US fails, your country fails too. Right? And you're like, how is this possible? How did we get here? Well, it's a good question. You see, back when the United States won the World War, they told everybody how the cow eats the cabbage. That all your money is going to be backed up by the government, the US government's money, and all commodities must be sold in US dollars. Because if you don't, you see those nukes that we got back there? That's how we got here. Okay. Well, I'm moving on, right? Things are, NFTs is done. Nobody wants to work on Ethereum, so right. This is the network. This is the what's it called? This is the reality of crypto. Somebody innovates, right? We jump on those innovations, and that innovation doesn't work out, so we move on. That's it. You have to move on when it doesn't work, right? And you know what? I'm going back to the basics, right? Going back to what actually is working. What is that? What's that? Oh yeah, that's right. That is TSATs, Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, right? And you know what? Also a little bit of Solana, right? Because Solana remains cheap. Yes, it's sometimes online. Yes, it barely works, but people use it. And that's all that matters. People use Solana because it's cheap, fast, and somewhat reliable. Somewhat reliable. Yeah, so let's see what happens with Solana. Okay. Interesting. I'm looking at the charts for Bitcoin and I'm thinking, not a lot of red candles coming. All right. I'm going to end it here, but I'm just going to answer one more question. What's the next big thing like Bitcoin in the next few years? T-Sats? Right now? Yes. Because I only made, 1% of the supply. So if people end up buying it up on all 1%, there might be a little bit of an arbitrage there, right? Because, people end up buying more than actually there is, right? And then the price goes higher, right? But, some people are going to sell because it doesn't make any sense for that. But, a lot of people will hold thinking, yeah, whatever. Who cares if it's a bit of a premium? They're not going to go after the premium. And so the premium might extend itself. Think about that for a second. All right, guys. I'm going to end it here. Mr. you want to say goodbye? Because this is the last show until the 17th.
Yeah, of course. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
So, yeah.
This
is going to be our last show, so guys,
you're gonna be gone for a few weeks, right?
Yeah, we might do a few shows just for testing, right? As we move to a new location. Right now, I'm running off this 5G thingy here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so for internet. So I'm surprised the internet's working very well.
Yeah, seems to be working fine. And we will be also in Europe, right? So you're gonna be.
Yeah. I'm gonna be going to the CCC in Lisbon.
Nice. And I'll be in Amsterdam for the Bitcoin conference. So, come and say hello if you are either in Lisbon or in Amsterdam.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, thank you guys again. And we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Peace.
Cheers.